Alright folks, how you doing? Welcome back to Tribe of Judah, and in this video we're going to be going into The Biggest Secret by David Icke and what he has to say about Robert the Bruce. Disclaimer, as always, under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use. The House of Hesse. The founders of the European royal houses were Rupert, the Count of Nassau, and Christian, Count of Oldenburg. Both lived in the 11th and 12th centuries. From Rupert came the Hesse-Darmstadt and Hesse-Cassal lines, the Dukes of Luxembourg, the Battenbergs or Mountbattens, the Prince of Orange and Nassau, and the Kings of the Netherlands. The House of Windsor. From Christian came the Kings of Denmark and Norway, the Schleswig-Holstein line, and the Hanovers. It was from the Hanovers that the present House of Windsor is derived. Other bloodlines included the Dukes of Normandy, like William the Conqueror, the Saxe-Coburgs, or the Windsor bloodline, and the Plantagenets, who produced the Tudor and Stuart monarchs of England. The Sinclairs. The Scottish nobility and the ruling aristocratic families like the Sinclairs, the Bruces, and others are black nobility, Aryans from the ancient world. They fight amongst themselves for power. They are Anunnaki-Reptilian in positions of royal, religious, and political power. The Cavendish family. The Cavendish family crest is a reptile and a snake. Kathleen, the sister of President Kennedy, married the heir to the Devonshire fortune. When he died during World War II and she had claim to the Devonshire estates, she died in a plane crash. The Kennedys go back to the ancient Irish kings. William of Orange. The arrival of William of Orange was supported by the aristocracy of Scotland. The Phoenicians were in Scotland thousands of years BC, and some of those famous Scottish bloodlines came later from northern France and Belgium. Classic Scottish names like Stuart, Seaton, Hamilton, Campbell, Douglas, Montgomery, Balliol, Graham, Lindsay, Cameron, and Comyn. Robert of Bruges. These Flemish people were bloodlines from Sumer, Babylon, Asia Minor, and the Caucasus, who made their way to Europe. Within 150 years, they were running the show. Robert the Bruce came from Robert of Bruges. The battles between the Scots and the English were battles between different branches of the same elite. James Bruce of Kinnaird. It was one of Bruce's descendants, the Scottish nobleman James Bruce of Kinnaird, who left Britain in 1768 for Abyssinia, now Ethiopia, to find a rare copy of the Kebra Nagast, the sacred book of the Ethiopians, and 3 copies of the Book of Enoch, with which he returned to Europe in 1773. Bloodlines. The choice of Scotland was obvious for many reasons. The Sinclairs were there, and so were the other ancient bloodlines which arrived with the original Phoenicians or came from Belgium and northern France to settle later. Robert the Bruce was at war with another branch of the Aryans, the English, for control of Scotland, and he was excommunicated by the Pope. So that's it for part 1. Join me for part 2. Thank you for watching, and as always, leave your thoughts and comments down below.